Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Cougars taking on the Columbus Aviators.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Aviators and the Chicago Cougars. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the... The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. On first down, Baker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 85 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
To the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 3rd down, Callaway able to find Waller. That's complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over.
So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Off the play fake. Gilmore. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
To number 17. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
23. Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Gilmore. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
Gilmore's pass complete to number 23.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
23, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
6-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a carry for Allen. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
For the running back.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Throwing on first down. Callaway, and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Callaway. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of
Call it
scrimmage.
no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Callaway. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Callaway, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with a... And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Gilmore. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Aviators 3.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gilmore. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
2-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Callaway looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Callaway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's another.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st down, Callaway got his man complete over the middle. That's man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Callaway. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Callaway. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and goal.
He did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. A little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Allen.
6-yard line.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Gilmore. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again, Gilmore. And he comes back with one complete.
Gilmore is back.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Gilmore, a gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Gilmore is pass.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And this is complete. It's Allen. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Gilmore.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Yard line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down, Callaway got his man complete over the middle. It's Little. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Callaway. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A final shot before break. Callaway over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, Gilmore steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up third down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Callaway. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Allen. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
He was
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Columbus first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilmore, the quick slant caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On 3rd and 2, Gilmore, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Gilmore's pass.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. From the gun, Gilmore throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Callaway, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Callaway.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's man. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Callaway, and incomplete.
The pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Callaway. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Callaway, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 9 yards.
Underneath to Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Number 23. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Columbus.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 36.
From the gun, Gilmore. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The ball carried by.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
7 yards. And it's...
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gilmore. Flush to his right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Callaway. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, Gilmore. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Gilmore sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Operating
7.
from the gun, Gilmore stepping up. He'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Allen has it, left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilmore, Allen here on the screen.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to go to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. From the gun, Callaway. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Baker, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Another. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And off the crossbar, and it caroms in. It bounces over. It's good, and the ball game has come to a close in the craziest of ways. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.